What's up, guys? BARRYGAMING here, back with some more Infinite Magicraid, and today we have a first look at the newest hero coming this week, Teru. Now, Teru is a forester. I believe he's a blue mark as well, and he kind of goes on that idea and probably can pair very well with other heroes like Taf, who have Intertwine abilities, because when Intertwine happens, a lot of fun stuff happens with this hero. So you're definitely going to want effect hit on him. You're definitely going to want HP, because most of his damage is done based on his max HP, dealing it to the enemy as well. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Let's jump right into it. Alright, so first off, he definitely looks cool. I love the look of him, the tree type look for Forester. It fits very well. Let's take a look. Let's lower the volume just a little bit since I'm going to be talking as well. Let's take a look at Teru.
Do you know the power of the forest? Brave adventurers, welcome back to the Infinite Magicraid channel. I'll introduce the brand new.
Like I said, he looks really cool. He's a 5-star. He's going to be a legend hero. He's a defensive hero, blue mark, foresters. I'm tempted to build him on my account just because we could use another supporter type hero in our forester faction, since we already have Serena, Luna, Maeve, Megan. We got a lot of heroes. We just need one more to fill out the team. However, he does seem like a hero that would work well with Taf also in the foresters faction. So
Teru.
Take a look.
He is a defense hero with blue mark and comes from the foresters. Without further ado, let's start today's hero spotlight. First, let's go and check his skills. Teru's basic skill.
Alright, I like breaking these down one by one because this one is interesting. So he deals damage to a single enemy based on his own maximum HP, which is different, something we don't see much in Infinite Magicraid, with a 20% chance to inflict Intertwine for 2 turns. Teru grants himself 1 layer of heal whenever he successfully inflicts an Intertwine on an enemy target. This skill cannot land a crit. That's great. It looks like you can up it to a 30% chance, so definitely a hero you are going to want effect hit on.
Interweaving Punch deals damage to a single enemy by a certain percent of his max HP, with a chance to inflict Intertwine for 2 turns. Teru grants himself 1 layer of heal for 2 turns whenever he successfully inflicts Intertwine on an enemy target.
I mean, that's cool that he gives himself a heal. I kind of wish he'd give more healing to the team. However, some of his other abilities will do just that.
This skill cannot deal critical damage. His first active skill, Giant Tree Shield.
Now this one is interesting. So this is his first active 6-round cooldown, can lower it by 2 down to 4. Grants all allies consolidation 1, which I think is 20% damage reduction, and 1 layer of heal for 2 turns. So this is where he has a heal over time, not a direct burst heal. The ally has to wait till it gets to their turn before that heal procs. However, the exclusive 2 is exclusive 1, level 1 is very interesting. Grants Teru Consolidation 2, which I believe is the 40% damage reduction, and includes a shield of 20% of max HP. It doesn't say if it's 20% of his max HP or 20% of the target's max HP. But that's interesting because it's a damage reduction, it's a heal over time, and it also is going to give that shield, which is pretty nice.
Consolidation 1 and 2 layers of heal. Teru's passive.
So the passive is interesting as well. The heal granted by Teru, so basically on that active ability right there, additionally restores Teru's HP by 1% of max HP. Nothing really amazing right there. Teru grants all allies shield by 5% of max HP for 2 turns when an enemy target is inflicted with stun by Intertwined. Up to 1 layer of shield. So it says up to 1 layer of shield, which I guess you can't get multiples. And again, it doesn't say if it's based on his max HP or the allies' max HP. I'm not sure this is a super strong one. Yeah, the shield is cool. And yeah, if you have this crazy Intertwine team, especially for PvP, it could get nuts for survivability. We'll just have to see.
Skill is Power of Ivy. The heal granted by Teru additionally restores Teru's HP by 1% of his max HP.
Wish it gave everybody HP.
1 layer of shield by a certain percent of his max HP for 2 turns.
And here says his max HP, which would be big if you're building him for HP and hit effect.
When an enemy target is inflicted with stun by Intertwine. His second skill, Anger of 4.
This is a big one. There's a 40% chance to inflict Intertwined on all enemies for 2 turns. Again, it looks like you can increase the chance by 30% right here, so the grand total of 70. You definitely want more hit effect. Afterward, deals damage to all enemies based on his max HP, 12%. The more targets with Intertwined, the higher the damage dealt by this skill, up to 16% of his max HP. This again cannot crit, so crit and crit damage is useless on this hero. I don't know how I feel about this. By himself, I feel like these types of abilities aren't going to be that amazing, but paired with other Intertwine heroes, it could get out of control pretty quickly.
First, there is a chance to inflict Intertwine on all enemies for 2 turns. Afterwards, he deals damage to all enemies by a percent of his max HP.
Which is interesting.
The more targets with Intertwine, the higher the damage dealt by this skill. This skill cannot deal critical damage. Now it's
consistent damage, which is kind of cool.
Exclusive level 1, Teru's first skill, Giant Tree Shield.
We already talked about exclusive 1,
2, and
giving that extra damage reduction
for 2 turns.
And it gives himself a shield.
Teru restores self HP by a percent of his max HP whenever an enemy target is inflicted with Intertwine.
Which is good because it gives himself... This sounds like just meh, just like okay at first glance, but you gotta remember, there's team building synergies, and if you have a full Intertwine team, that makes him almost unkillable, plus crazy CC going out on the enemy team.
Exclusive level 3, when Teru survives.
So this one's interesting. So level 3, stun can be triggered 1 turn after Intertwine is inflicted by an ally on an enemy when Teru survives. So essentially, I think Intertwine is always like 2 turns before it activates, which is interesting. There's a 50% chance to inflict stun on the target 1 turn when their Intertwine is also cleansed, which is pretty cool. If stun is successfully inflicted, grants all allies a shield up to 1 layer of 5%. Again, it's only 5%.
Intertwine dealt by allies,
but if it's his HP,
only 1
it could be different.
When the Intertwine on the enemy target is cleansed, there was a chance to inflict stun for 1 turn.
You get a shield right there, you get hit.
Teru's passive skill,
you get a shield again. You get hit. You get a shield again. So it is quite substantial, even though it's only 5%. It's pretty cool.
Teru benefits from HP.
Yeah, definitely HP. Hit effect probably more than even HP.
Set and hit set for him. Go challenge the Dwarven Ruins.
Sadly, there's no good forge set, really.
Moreover, first aid set and holy
set's alright.
Teru well.
First aid's better for PvP, but alright. No
Last
HP.
but not least, emblems and auras can make your hero more powerful. Based on Teru.
So this one, yeah, you're going to be going for a full-on support build, increasing your shield, your healing done. What's interesting is they picked the node down here that lets you take damage for allies that are below a certain percent HP. That's probably good because he has a ton of HP. That could work out to his advantage. We'll have to see what his base stats are as well.
For his amazing shield and control ability, we recommend the following emblems. In rare aura,
and yeah, just going for a basic one like this, every 1 target increases self-effect hit up to 8% or higher. I mean, that is really good one. It really is. So, I mean, I think he's a solid hero. Like, he really is. By himself, he's decent. I think if you do build some sort of crazy Intertwine team, which I really want to do at this point, it could get out of control. Like, it really could really fast, especially if you give him, like, you could even give him the rare... Or no, it's the blue aura that every time he uses an ability, he heals his team. That would just make him like an absolute beast of a unit. We'll have to see though. Hopefully you guys enjoy this, and let me know what you guys think about Teru. We might summon for him. I think we might go for it. We'll just have to see, and I'll see you guys next time.